the fact, that your children are moving forward with their lives in many different ways, in different directions, is evidence of what a great job you've done. And I want to go back and touch on this people pleasing. So in my experience, what I have come to learn is that is something, when we talk about generational healing, that definitely happens particularly in young women, usually right around the age of 15 when they hit puberty.
Absolutely.
And I mean, it typically happens for almost all young women, but I think that when we're going through a divorce, it's like putting a magnifying glass on this people-pleasing tendency, particularly with daughters of divorce. I've witnessed this in my own family. I witness this with my clients, and I think it's something that requires more attention. So people pleasing, as you noted, is something that results from lack of, well, from what I understand, lack of self-confidence. And you see it a lot in girls, adolescent girls, preteens, middle schoolers with their dads. And then you start to see a variety of other issues arise if it's not dealt with. What are your thoughts? It sounds like you and your daughter, you've facilitated and supported her in working through that. Since it's such a prevalent issue and it can be so problematic, what are some specific tools or advice you would have to mothers in this situation so we can be supportive of our daughters when we see this happening?
Yeah, I think it's hard, particularly in split families, if that father-daughter relationship isn't strong, or they're wrestling with that, wanting that love and that really that unconditional love of like, no matter what I do, like I have this safe place to land. And they need that. And daughters really need that from their dads. They really do. And if they don't have it, that people pleasing, I think, arises even more. And I don't think parents don't know, and this is part of that self-awareness process, they don't know that they're not giving what their child needs. It's not like, I don't think most parents go out and say, I'm trying to hurt my child.
No.
It's like a lack of emotional awareness of
Right.
what that child needs.
Right.
And they're still children. And the thing is, and you and I have talked about this, like adult children are still your children, right?
Yeah.
And you're always going to love them just like you loved that tiny little baby. Like it doesn't change.